Hey everyone, CPG here. Wow, I feel like it's been forever since I said that, to be honest. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing some hidden base spots on Aberration that are specifically located in the Fertile Lake area. I do have plans to upload hidden base spots for the other areas on the map, but I do think this is more ideal as opposed to making one huge video. Really quick before I get into that though, I just want to address the elephant in the room, which is basically, where have I been? Why haven't I uploaded? I won't spend too much time on the topic, but I do feel like it does need to be addressed. So feel free to jump ahead to the first base spot if you like. In regards to Ark, my tribe basically got bored of Ark while waiting for the island transfers to open, so we quit playing. As of now, I'm back on Ark for Aberration. Nothing too serious, just some friends with the intent of completing Rockwell, having some fun, having some PvP, stuff like that. It's actually been going pretty well. It's pretty fun. Early game Ark has always been my favorite, and for most people, I assume they could agree with that. I have been recording most of the time I play though, so I do plan on making a series, at least a couple episodes of the time I've spent on Aberration. I do have plans for other series and other videos, which I won't spoil at this moment, but definitely look forward to that. Anyway, this intro is getting way longer than I wanted it to, so let's go ahead and get into the video. The first base spot is located around 23.4 latitude and 44.6 longitude. It's a fairly decent spot, I would say, for a smaller tribe. Definitely not an alpha base spot, but for maybe like a solo, duo, trio, it's really nice. The space is very adequate, and it's fairly hidden for the most part. And one of the big advantages to this base spot right here is, as you can see, this is essentially the entrance to get in here. The actual entrance into the base spot is like rigid, so you cannot walk up actually into the base spot. So that's really good. And since the cryopod changes, this is really big because you won't be able to just throw something in there, and the hole itself isn't really big, so you're not going to walk like a Reaper or something through that. I'm not entirely sure if you could fit a Stego through there, but so let me go ahead and show you how to get in here. As I said, this is like the front area. I wouldn't recommend building in here because over here in this area there's a hole that leads into the tree, and just in general the entrance to this spot is pretty big, albeit still fairly hidden, but I would not recommend building in the front area. So the entrance to the front of the cave is 24.1 and 43.6. I know I said cave, but it kind of just came to mind by the way it looks. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next one. The next base spot location is at latitude 11 and longitude 35.9. This is what the entrance looks like. Before I actually show you the base, I'm going to kind of show you how to get here because this one's a little more difficult than the other one. It's actually, have like these trees and stuff here. So the best way I can think about it is you have this main metal platform. It's in the Fertile Lake. So on the left side of the platform, you see this tree in this area. What you're going to do is basically go straight towards this tree and to the left of this tree as well. You kind of just go past the branches. And then once you get here, you'll see this little hole right here. I have a generator with a lamp right here because I was using that just to make sure I was going the correct way. And then you just go into this hole. This spot, just as the previous one, you can't really walk up there, and the entrance is fairly small going in to begin with. You have this bottom area right here, which is okay. It's not bad, especially if you just start off as a solo. The entrance is pretty small, but the spot that really is the better spot in this location is further back up into this area. You have like a lot of space up here, and as I said, it's a really small entrance into here. Literally nothing can come through here for the most part. And also, as like with the other one, you can't really walk up here. You can walk up like this area, and you can walk up a little bit like through here to get around here, but if you actually try to walk into that spot, you'll slip. The one major downside to this, as you can see, I put lights in here. It's because for some reason in this spot it is very, very, very dark, like dark to the point where you really can't see that much. I definitely believe that you can put a nice little base in here, as same thing with the previous, and most of these base spots in this video, you're not really going to be building an alpha base in here. So let's get into the next one. So the next base spot is around 19.8 latitude and 28.3 longitude. To give you an idea of where that's at, I like to use this big metal pillar for a reference. The base spot itself, if you're looking for it, isn't that hard to find. As you can see, I'm here at the metal pillar around the top, and you can see clearly right in front of me, that's where the hole is. So if we just go up to that hole, you could just walk right in. You don't have to crouch or anything. You just walk your character through here. This is one of the big reasons why I like this base spot, because pretty much only your character will fit through here, and maybe some really smaller tames, maybe like a Ravager I haven't tested, but you know, it's fairly small, the point. And inside there's plenty of space. Like you can build a decent little base for, you know, like a duo, trio, or even if you're solo, there's plenty of space in here. But I do like it overall. Um, Unlike the other one, I don't see too many cons for this base spot. Outside of maybe if you plan to expand, there's really not that much room. But as I said, for you know like a smaller group of some people who are just playing for fun or just playing to stay out of the way, this is definitely a spot for them. So let's move on to the next one. So this next base spot is located at 28.6 latitude and 33.3 longitude. I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to include this base spot in the video, mostly because it doesn't have the space or some of the smaller entrances that the other ones do. But in general, it is a very hidden spot. This is somewhere where I guess you could just like store some loot temporarily, or if you're not really, you know, building a base or something. But it is a really nice hidden spot. To kind of give you an idea, the spot is right here, you know, off in that corner. And for the most part, I don't think anybody would really be in this general area or even looking in that area. So I would recommend that spot if you were, like I said, if you were just trying to leave some loot or something. You know, it's hidden tucked away under this little lip of the rock. It's not the smallest spot ever, so you could probably put a couple things in here. But yeah, if you're planning on building a base, this spot may not be for you. As I said, I want to just include it in the video. I don't want to spend too much time on this one, so let's move on. The entrance to the next base location is at 25.4 latitude and 44.8 longitude. You'll know you're there because you'll see this panel that turns blue every so often. This base spot right here is definitely by far has the most space than all the other base spots in this video, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least the ones that I've shown so far, for sure. It is actually only one entrance, which is this right here. Kind of just go past the blue panel into the street area, and then you have like this massive area of space that actually goes pretty high. As you can see, most times when there's leaves like this, it lets you go through them up until you can come out. But on this particular one, there is no coming out. You literally just go to the top, and it's like that all the way through. Not width wise, it's not that wide, but as far as like actual space, you know, you can make a nice base in here. Well defended. This actually goes up pretty nice as well. Like you could go all the way up here, literally to the top right here. You know, put your most valuable loot all the way to the top of it or something. You know, however you want to build it. But I definitely recommend if you're a medium-sized tribe, building a spot like this. Well, this base spot. The biggest key being that it's only this entrance, and it's not even like it's really huge. You won't be able to walk in down here. You'd have to come in through here. They'd have to be at this height and come through this. It's not that big. You're not fitting a lot of things through that space. So, all right, everyone, this is going to be the last base location of the video. I'm not going to tell you exactly where the location is or show you how to get there at this current time, and I'll explain to you as the reasons why in a few minutes. But I did kind of want to show you the base location because it is a really good base spot. How to get in here is through this little hole. As you can see, pretty much only a character can fit through there, so that's really nice. With the introduction of the linked storage chest, it makes really good for base spots like this. You don't have to really need to bring your Anki or whatever back and forth. But as you can see, there's tons of space in here, like so much space. You could build a really nice base in here. You can even go up here. There's other space over here. As you can see, I did put a couple lights in here because it does get dark. Not as dark as the other spot, but it does get pretty dark in here. Now, to the other topic. So the reason why I don't want to give the base location is because I feel like it would be really controversial. The way to actually get into this hole right here is to get into this area, but the other hole to get into the area that I was down here, it requires you to use climbing picks. And I've tried several ways to get through there, even knocking myself out. I tried the zip line, etc., etc. The hole itself is pretty big. You can clearly fit a character through there. But for some reason, a climbing pick is the only way that I could get into this base spot. Now, where the controversy comes in is that during the process of trying to get in here, there was a handful of times I actually fell into the wall, got stuck in the wall, and then pushed out of the wall into the mesh. As you can imagine, why that's controversial is because meshing is a big deal in Ark, and you know people exploit that, you know, still to this day, you know, very frequently. So I don't want to release the base location and then someone attempts to get in and then they fall into the mesh and cause havoc, or worse, they build a mesh base. And I don't want to be the reason as to why that happened. So I'm going to leave the decision up to you guys, and you let me know if the base location and how to get in is something you want me to show. If not, that's fine too. I won't make a decision or upload it unless the overall consensus that everybody wants to know. So anyway, as I said, that's going to be the last base location. I do apologize that I'm not going to give out the actual location or how to get here, but you can imagine that's the reason why. But definitely leave in the comments if this is something you want to see. Also, if you have any questions about any other base locations or how to find them. Also, I'm going to be working on the other areas of the map, hidden base spots, as well as I got a handful of base spots in Fertile Lake, which I didn't include on here for several reasons. Some I didn't think were pretty good. Some I didn't think were too hidden. There were decent spots, but I'm looking for more base spots that you can actually be hidden while also enjoy aspects of the game like building a base and keeping loot, etc., etc. I just don't want to show rat holes where you sit in there with one foundation and a smithy, But if that's something you guys want to see, I definitely make more videos of other base spots. But yeah, if you like the video, definitely subscribe, and I will see you guys next video.